a blade on this side, a spike on this side, and this long handle. This is a 22-inch hickory handle. I have a teeth, and when he cuts at me, I can catch him. I can catch him with that teeth. I can also hit with that. Or just a wooden, ball-headed wooden club. And when the Indians got access to Western metal craft, they really admired this settlers' hatchets, and they adopted them for their own. They changed them around to suit their life and the way they used it. They called it the Tomahawk, and that's become American icon in edge weapons. And the Tomahawk's used in lots of different ways, but what most people don't realize is the top of the Tomahawk is one of the most important features. When I have a blade on this side, a spike on this side, and this long handle, this is a 22-inch hickory handle, I have a teeth, and when he cuts at me, I can catch him. I can catch him with that teeth. I can also hit with that, but a Tomahawk is a head-heavy weapon, so when you swing with it, it takes some effort to recover it. So lots of times I won't commit with it. I'll use it defensively almost until I see an opportunity, and then I might hit with it. So lots of times I'll just come from here, and I'll just you can slap with the Tomahawk. I can hit with this edge. I can hit with this point. I'll have to do this very gingerly because this really hurts. I can hook with it. I can hook his leg. I can hook his arm. I can hook his hand, so I can hook with the Tomahawk. I can stab with the front of the Tomahawk also. I can get in here and hit him with the butt. I can reverse it. If he's got a Bowie knife that's really fast like Ron's so darn fast that if I try to fight him just with the Tomahawk, he'll wait until I miss with his head and he'll cut me. So sometimes I'll turn it around and I'll fight this way with it. And I'll try to knock his knife out of his hand or smash his knife out of his hand before I employ the Tomahawk. Maybe I'll come in here and then punch him with it in the end. So the Tomahawk has lots of varied uses. So if he has two Bowie knives, I'll just do that. Sorry, you're right. I'll look for him to extend, and then I'll try to beat his blade out of his hand, or I'll try to hit his hand. And once I move that thing, I'm going to keep it moving. When I move that Tomahawk, it's always going to be in motion, and I'm always going to be in motion. Because, like I said, it's a heavy weapon. Now this is an aluminum one, not a steel one. But even this one, I have to be careful because it doesn't feel good. Look at that fencing mask. It's been caved in plenty of times. Okay? A Tomahawk will cave in easily. But I have to be careful. If I just go like this, Ron's going to cut me every time. He's going to cut me. I have to find an opening for my Tomahawk. That's why, if you watch my videos, I always preach having a knife or a piece of rebar or a piece of bamboo, rolled up magazine, a knife's vest, or a Bowie knife, something in the other hand. So that if he stabs me, I can always defend myself. If this is down here, I can always parry that off with what I have in my other hand. So there's never any reason to fight with just one weapon. You gotta give these two hands, he wants you to fight with two weapons, I promise you. So, I had to look for my chance with the Tomahawk. There, got me right there in the index finger with a good stab. That would have hurt like crazy. You see how hard I had to recover that Tomahawk? I cut in his hand, my wrist goes, oh, that hurts. And I cut here and I go, ah, bring it back. I get you? What I did is, I came up underneath Ron with the spike. Lots of times I'll worm my way in here and come this way. Because people forget, you got that spike, you drive it in from underneath. That's just a brief look at how you fight with a Tomahawk. We have them for sale right over here. I'll give you 5 minutes to buy one.